All right, Matthew Ulrich said, "You always say it's terrible. You always say it's terrible value to bet across the zero on a teaser. Can you explain why it's terrible value?"
Because the game's not going to end on zero. That's the simplest reason. One of your possible points of winning doesn't exist. In the regular season, I guess you could say it could land on zero. In the playoffs, it literally can't. So you are buying. People don't think about it this way. But, okay, so let's take Chiefs Bengals, okay? The Chiefs are right now 1.5-point favorites. So if you tease the Bengals, pardon me, you are paying for, instead of only being able to win if the Bengals win or lose by 1, you now win if the Bengals lose by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. You're buying 6 other outcomes where you can win your bet. Okay? Makes sense? Now let's tease it in the other direction. You take the Chiefs from plus 1.5, or minus 1.5, pardon me, to plus 4.5. You now win if the Chiefs win by 1. 0 doesn't exist. They can't win or lose by 0 in the playoffs. Or if they lose by 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you're paying the same amount of money, but you are only getting an additional 5 outcomes rather than 6 outcomes. That's the simplest way to look at it. The other reason why there are certain teasers that are good and certain teasers that are bad is we all know NFL games typically, I shouldn't say typically, but the most often margin of victory is 3, 4, 6, and 7. Those are the key, and really 3, 4, and 7. 6 would be the next one. So if you're talking big numbers, 10, 14, right? Because touchdowns are 7, field goals are 3. So if you are going to tease a team, you want to make sure you're getting them through key numbers. So the best value teasers are teasing favorites of 7.5 to 8.5. If we're doing a traditional 6-point teaser, not these exotic 10-pointers you like so much, but if we're doing a traditional 6-point teaser, favorites of anywhere from 6.5 to 8.5, or 7.5 really, to 8.5, because you are taking them down through the 7, through the 6, through the 4, and the 3. Or teasing underdogs of 1.5 to 2.5 up. So you are teasing through the 3, the 4, the 6, and the 7. You're getting all of the key numbers, and you're not giving up one possible outcome of value. So the teaser this weekend, if there was one, and it's staring you right in the face, is
my teaser. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Niners. No, this coming weekend.
Right.
Damonza did hit a teaser this weekend, but he was in a state that doesn't allow gambling. So he just sent me a screenshot of it. But luckily, I placed it for him. And I'm only going to take a 25% cut of that. The obvious teaser this weekend, as far as value, is a 6-point teaser, taking the Niners from 2.5 to 8.5, and taking the Bengals from 1.5 to 7.5. That is a true, solid, good value teaser. You're getting all of the key numbers. Yeah. So that's the answer. I hope that
I understand that logic.
Yeah, I hope that made sense. All right, next.
Always balling. Wait, actually, no. Jack Rudolph asked, how excited?
Hold on, let me say one other thing here, just real quick. The reason it's important to understand that part of it is because you've got to look at it as you are paying for those points. So a 2-team 6-point teaser is probably minus 120 in most shops. A 2-team parlay is plus 260. So you are going from having $100 win you $260 to $100 win you $83, right? So you're getting 1/3 of the value of just parlaying those teams. Why would you give up that value? Because you are getting those 12 valuable points. But if you don't make full use of those 12 points, then it's not worth giving up that value. Hey, thanks for watching.
Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.